Mr. Roy, great to have you on ET now. Lots of project announcements coming from BEML. But before we discuss that, help us understand what really transpired in the quarter gone by. And now with all these, new orders trickling in, what is it that we can see for the remainder of the fiscal?
A very good morning. And the quarter, in fact, the year till now has been pretty good for us. The order book is at an all-time high now, more than 16,670 crores, out of which 65% comes from rail and metro, 26% is from defense, 9% is from mining. This year itself, the order book inflow has been pretty well. 60% has come from rail metro, 20% has come from mining, 20% has come from defense. And in the remainder of the year, we expect the order book to further grow by at least 8 to 10,000 crores, out of which 50% should come from rail metro, 25% each from defense and mining. So as far as the order book is concerned, we are fully geared up to have more orders. And of course, the major focus this year is on execution. The first quarter is behind us. There have been some pluses. The pluses are in the form of a reduced inventory. This year, our major focus is on controlling the working capital. And number two is, of course, the employee remuneration. We have held on to our ground. And we intend to increase our top line as well as the EBITDA margin.
All right. Morning, Mr. Roy. This is Shrishti also joining in. But yes, the order books remains quite healthy, and you have been flagging of what sort of an expectation that you have for the rest of the year. But what about the execution? What part of your order book can we see you fulfilling in this particular fiscal year? And are there any challenges at play right now which you wish to flag off?
You see, execution is our prime focus. This year is the year of execution. So orders will come. We'll further, enhance the order book. And execution, normally, if you look at the trend is around 10% of the top line in the first quarter, 20% in the third quarter, in the second quarter, 30% in the third quarter, 40% in the fourth quarter. So this year, first quarter has been more or less on expected lines. Second quarter should be better. And from third quarter, it should really pick up. The major challenge is on the supply chain, on the industry partners, more so because, we are indigenizing in all the business verticals, especially in rail and metro, especially in defense. And the industry partner, the supply chain is taking more time than we expected it to be. There are two aspects to it. One is delivering the quantities, the desired quantities, the numbers. And second is the quality. So on both these aspects, we are working, and I'm very confident that by the third quarter, the supply chain, the industry partner scenario for us will stabilize.
Okay, and Mr. Roy, also help us understand in terms of your order book, like we were just talking about, the companies undertaking major projects such as the Vande Bharat sleeper train sets, the rail hub in Madhya Pradesh. If you could help us with what the expected timeline is for these projects and when would they start contributing to your top line?
The Vande Bharat sleeper should start contributing to the top line from this quarter itself. Recently, we got the order for 600 coaches of the Link Hoffman-Busch trains. The next few years for the rail and metro, there's a huge requirement of at least 10,000 coaches for various applications of the commuter rail, which includes, of course, plus some 17,000 coaches of the LHB which need to be replaced in the coming few years. Apart from that, the metro sector also has an opportunity size of around 5,000 coaches in the coming few years. So with that in mind, we had to expand, and there our new rail unit, which we call the BEML Rail Hub for Manufacturing, or the Brahma, the Shilanyas took place in the month of August, on 10th of August, where our Honorable Union Defence Minister was present, and he did the honors. We have kept a very ambitious timeline for completion of this project, for completion of this manufacturing unit in a phased manner. And we are aspiring to roll out the first train from this facility in a time span of 18 months. Today, we have an order book of 1,400 coaches, but very shortly, in maybe the next 6 months, 8 months, we should be looking at an order book of at least 3,000 to 4,000 coaches. So we have to be ready. It is not only the capacity that is important. Capacity is through new manufacturing units, new facilities. We are already nearing completion of another facility in Bangalore itself, which will enhance our coach production by at least 150 coaches per annum. But we also are in the process of enhancing the capability, and the capability includes the human resource, the human capital, and we are spending, or rather we are investing in the human capital in terms of the training, in terms of the exposure to be given to them, and also bringing in talent retention, talent acquisition is going to happen in a big way.
Okay, and while we're talking about that, Mr. Roy, let's talk about your overseas metro contract from Malaysia that you've recently secured. And on that note, what is the company's strategy for expanding its international footprint, and what are the foreign markets are you targeting at the moment?
You see, let me give you a perspective of the export market, of the export business.
Sure.
Historically, BEML has been very strong in exporting the mining and construction products, and still, until now, we have been doing pretty well. And this year as well, we'll be doing quite a lot of exports for the mining and construction products. Now, as far as rail is concerned, this is a baby step for us. This order for the rehabilitation and upgradation of the existing fleet of MRTS in Malaysia. The order we have received is from SMH Rail Malaysia, with whom we signed an MOU last year. We are further looking to get orders, secure orders for rolling stock for the coaches for the ASEAN region. That is number one. Number two, Africa. And number three is the Middle East, that is the GCC, that is the Gulf Cooperation Council region. So these are our focus areas. Our aim is to get at least one metro or rail coach order in the coming in the current financial year, so that we can then start our journey for export of the rail or the metro coaches.
All right, that's about the railway division. But Mr. Roy, the company has been doing a lot with respect to the defense side as well. And you have set a near-term target as well. If you can help us understand what exactly are the big plans to grow your defense business, and which product lines, any segments that you are most bullish on?
Let me again give you a perspective of the defense segment. We are very well established in the land systems in terms of the high mobility vehicle platforms, which are the backbone for all the major missile systems or the radar systems. The major steps that we have taken is towards organic diversification in the land systems. That is from being merely a platform supplier to a system supplier. And one of the first projects, currently we are doing two projects. One is the command post vehicle, and the second is the mechanical minefield marking equipment. We intend to do more system integration projects as a complete system supplier. We also intend to regain our presence in the launcher segment. And of course, our diversification plan includes the infantry combat vehicle segment. We are already working on it. Apart from that, one of the major diversification moves or the efforts that we are doing is in the naval and maritime. And we already have got some small development orders from the Indian Navy for various critical aggregates, which were hitherto being imported by the Indian Navy. And we are looking at the maritime sector, the commercial maritime sector, as one of our future growth areas. And aerospace can't be left behind. We are already in aerospace, again, baby steps in terms of the structures that we are doing for ISRO, the various equipment components that we are doing for the missile programs. But in future, we intend to do much more than these. And we are infusing some capex, and Mysore unit is going to be the future, the backbone of our aerospace aspirations. In fact, defense forms a very critical component to our growth aspirations, and we have earmarked 2 of our units for defense growth. That is the Palakkad unit, which is doing 100% defense, and Mysore, which we are developing for 100% defense. We'll be shifting the mining trucks to a new location, all the wheeled mining equipment. And KGF will be a mix of mining as well as defense. So defense, there is a lot of emphasis from us, not only on the new orders, but also on the sustenance of the HMV fleet, which is already there with the armed forces, the sustenance of the armored recovery vehicles for the T-72 main battle tanks, which are already there with the armed forces. So sustenance will also form a major chunk of our turnover and, of course, our bottom line.
Okay, Mr. Roy, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck with all the future endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Okay, on that note, let's take a very quick break. When we come back, lots more on the market.